to bat. Behind the scenes, let's dive in. With our pals, you can't miss a thing. Frying fun from night to noon. Tune in and you'll be hooked soon.
Go! What's the Banter, guys? Welcome to episode 7 of What's the Banter podcast. And as you've seen, we have a very special guest in the studio with us today. We have Ron from Ron's Quality Snacks. Ron, welcome to What's the Banter. How are we?
Good to be here. I'm good.
Brilliant. Well, I speak on behalf of all three of us. I think we're very privileged to have you here with us.
Definitely.
The TikTok sensation, the original TikTok sensation.
Well.
I would agree with that. We also have a special guest in Fraser, who's not been about for a while.
I've not been on for a few,
he just had a baby, so he's back in.
He's back,
so
PJ
he's back.
Fraz, Daddy
So,
Fraz.
Good to be back.
As Callum says, you were the original TikTok sensation. We would all agree with that.
Yeah, thank you.
How did you do it? How did you do it?
Yeah, first of all, I've got to say, I'm old. Okay? I'm just putting it out there. I'm nearly 75. Goodness sake.
Good going.
You do-
I've been
great
a
for
chef for
75.
60 years.
Yep.
Wow.
60 years I've been cooking all over. You name it, I've been there. You know, for the Queen to cruise ships to whatever. Anyway, how did it all start? COVID. Just after COVID, business took a slump. I was down 35% turnover. Paid off 2 staff. I've got 7 staff. Paid off 2 staff. Really worried. My accountant was worried. I was worried. Keep in mind, I've been there 30 odd years, you know. I thought, I've been through a few recessions. My grandson is at uni. He said to me, he said, Papa, why don't you do TikTok? Now, I'd heard of TikTok, obviously. I had my Facebook page. I had followers on that. He said, why don't you do TikTok? I said, I don't know how to do it. Technology is not my forte. That's why I mentioned I'm old, you see. I know you hold the phone and you hit the buttons, don't you?
Just tap it until something happens.
He said, no, I'll do it for you. So it was Saturday lunchtime we were working. He works a Saturday for me. And we finished up about 1, clearing up and all that. He said, let's do a wee video. So I cooked something in the griddle and did a bit of tapping and rap, make it happen, you know. I can't even remember what I cooked, to be honest with you. I need to check back my videos. And he said, right, I'll show you what to do. And sorry mate, he just posted it, right, on TikTok. And that was Saturday, 1 o'clock. My phone was dinging. I never even knew what to do. What would I do with this? And I looked at
Try to turn it off.
tea time. I was wanted to watch the football. 500,000 views.
Wow.
Tea time.
First video.
Yeah.
In a few,
Sunday
just
morning,
a few hours.
Sunday morning, 1 million. I thought, no, this is crazy. I kept looking at it. And remember, I did. He wasn't there. My grandson's away home.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the house, and the wife's saying, what are you doing? I'm trying to get this thing. What do you do, you know? Monday morning, 1.6 million.
Unbelievable.
Exploded. Then it just went from there.
And that was your very first video.
Very, very first video. Never done a video before.
That's
I've
crazy.
done a couple of wee videos on Facebook, but nothing
nothing
to
like
that
that.
same extent. And it just went viral. What happened after that next? Obviously, I posted more videos. I was getting more views. I was getting loads of messages. Some not very good messages.
That's the downside.
You know,
the
the
people don't see. That's the horrible side of
the
it.
trolls and all that,
Yeah.
you know. And that was it. So not only did I get my 35% that I was down, I got an extra 35% up.
So you were up.
Good.
Yeah.
So winner, chicken dinner.
Definitely.
No, excellent.
So I'm quite pleased.
100%. It's crazy though that like a lot of people do. Like we obviously do TikTok. So many other places and takeaways do TikTok these days, but to have your first video do that is
it's
absolutely mental. Some people it takes them months to even amass a good few
Or even if they
thousand
get
views.
there, even if they get
I
there.
just
exactly.
can't get my head around it. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know why. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I said to this day, I don't know. Why? I'm just cooking. You know what I mean? It's nothing special.
But you're going back to like when it happened just after COVID. It was like it's
Nothing was
not
happening.
nothing like that.
Nothing was
Nothing like
happening.
that was happening.
I suppose, yeah.
It's
yeah.
not the behind the scenes stuff
Yeah.
now is massive and people
I
love
know.
to see it.
Yeah.
But back then nobody was really doing it. So I
But
think
also there was nothing happening during COVID. People were in the house stuck doing nothing, you know, like they get out. I mean, I remember during lockdown, we worked every day, non-stop. I think we had a day off in the summer.
One day off.
we shut the
in
shop
June
for the day.
for the day, and it was like 18 months solid. We went for it, and we eventually when the restrictions came back in, we took a trip down to Lunch, Glasgow. Remember, that was like
Yes,
a day
that's
trip
right,
out.
aye.
It was like, why are you going there? Why are you driving all the way down there?
Exactly. Yeah.
In Annie's Land from Les Mahigo just to get a change of scenery. So when you're online, but we missed this, like kind of that TikTok kind of boom during
The sort of
lockdown.
COVID
We
surge
were
of
doing the
everything,
work inside
yeah.
it, and we didn't really realise like it was so massive. But I find it remarkable that I struggle with TikTok. I struggle with all the kind of modern stuff, and I don't mean to be rude or anything like that. But my mum's 73, and there's not a chance you could get her on social media. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
I was like the same as my dad, because he's like 62 and Facebook's about a push for him.
It's very hard because and you've got to understand, I don't know if yous are like this, but particularly the younger ones, we're talking about what would you call them, the millennials, right? My grandson's 20 now. He's going to be a teacher at Strathclyde Uni. Right, bright boy, right? So I remember saying to him, going to show me how you did that? So I'll show you. This is what you do. There you go. No, with me you need to do 4 fingers. Duh. You know what I mean?
Step one.
Yeah.
Do you know what bit gets me about that now? I used to sell mobile phones. So I worked in the shop at university, worked in mobile phones. So I was like that. I used to be at the football and I'd be sitting texting while
Really?
like texting the old phones,
Aye.
not watching, just watching the game. My uncle used to, I can't believe you're doing it. The game's going on and you're sitting texting. Whereas now, I'm like,
And
what
now
is
you're
this?
getting left behind.
An algorithm to put a
Aye.
video, and it's mental. And then
I know.
TikTok jail and all this stuff.
Oh,
And I'm like,
crazy.
give me peace.
I know.
And it's and you're putting yourself.
understand
It's mental.
So Rico talks about TikTok algorithm, right? And we are at the moment, we're kind of big on it, trying to find the right algorithm, right? Which sounds
too,
crazy.
yeah.
Do you use an algorithm? Do you have a method to it, or do you just make a video and post it?
Algorithm, I just use like salt, pepper, chicken stock. Was this a new sauce or something you're
I know
talking
what I
about? I've got my son at the moment is he's in a TikTok course. He's studying every single thing about TikTok because when we go on the road with this show that we're doing Ron's Reviews, Ron's Reviews. I want to learn as much about it. I'm no particularly one. I'll let him learn. He can be the cameraman. He can do all the editing. I just can't. I'm just a man. I can go into the camera. I can go into a camera anywhere. Doesn't matter what I do. I'll just let him deal with all that.
That's the side that people miss. They see that, like Mikey that was on from before, from Andy's Golden Fry, he was saying it's the editing is massive. Curtis, you would say the same here, wouldn't you? It was like it's so much time that's involved in it and getting it right. And then what drives me insane is you think you've done it, you send it into the group chat and they go, what about that bit?
Just change this and then you need to start right from scratch again and
You've
change the
sat
full
there and
thing.
you're saying, I've sat there for
It's an art. There's people.
100%,
This is why, in respect to Daza was social media manager of STV.
Yeah,
10 years.
That, aye, that's amazing.
10 years. He's got a lot of experience.
I know. I think people think that he's just the guy that turns up in front of the camera, eats some food, and just has a laugh. But there's far more goes into it.
And the abuse that the people get. Like, I get they're making money out of it, but it is a skill. Like it is a skill. He's in there and he's got to learn that. 10 years at the STV, it's not easy. I mean, think about you've been put through and doing that job as well. The pressure, learning. Don't start up there. You start from the bottom. You move all the way up. And people are giving, and as you said earlier, on trolling.
I find the abuse hard sometimes. I try going past it, and sometimes I feel I've got to answer because particularly the guys are saying, right, your food is this, your food is that. The guy's in Manchester.
I know.
Or Cornwall. How does he know?
Exactly.
Or probably Afghanistan or somewhere. You know what I mean?
Sitting in the house, by the way, by himself, watching you, because we do lives, we get it. So we're bigger guys.
I try lives there.
You're lucky you're not big.
I'm
and
a
the
wee
other
bit
side,
further away from
you're
the
a bit
other side of the
further away
camera,
as well,
right?
yeah.
But
You've not got
it's all this stuff they give you and that. I mean, I'm no shrinking violet, so I give a bit of cheek back. I'm like, you're sitting in the house on a Saturday night by yourself, watching me cooking food and giving me pelters and then calling me like, you're this, you're that, you're a loser. You're like,
Do you know the thing you've got to take into account with it is, but the good thing about it is it just ups all the engagement because people
exactly.
are
That's what I
commenting
say.
on
I'd
it,
put
people
me
they're
pound
watching
signs.
it. It's like,
Keep it coming.
That's exactly true,
Absolutely.
Callum. What I say now is when I put a comment, I'll just say, listen, mate, you keep sitting in your mother's bedroom with a curtain shut, your wee keyboard, you keep trolling and scrolling, Ron will keep rocking and rolling.
it's so true though.
You know what I mean?
it's like
love
one of the best things that happened to us in terms of like social media and stuff was the Not Your Average Chippy video, which went viral, got hundreds of thousands, millions of views.
I'm 1.5.
And a lot of that was people commenting saying, that's not a real chippy, you know, because we do different stuff.
And
It was just getting more and more
the
people
slogan
seeing
came
it.
out. So not your average chippy. It started off like our menu's wild, our menu is mental.
Yeah.
And the girl that came into reviews, Hugh's reviews, she hadn't put the name where the village we're in. She never mentioned Les Mahego.
All right.
And then she didn't get anything that was fish and chips. It was like she went, because the menu's crazy, she thought, I'll go for the wild stuff. And that was it. People going mental. That's not a chippy. The best chippy is this. And because there's so many different, you know yourself, there's so many awards. That's not the best chippy in Scotland. This is the best chippy. And everyone has their own view on it. And we're very much on, as long as it's a chippy, that's great. As long as it's a small business. We're not trying to knock the big business, but they can afford to take that during COVID, after COVID. We're all trying to still survive. So support their local businesses, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you're right, we aren't an average chippy. So then it became this slogan, and then everyone was started about trending, not your average chippy, and we've just went, man, it's actually worked for us, as you say.
It's went well. You have to just, what you're saying, that you just have to laugh at the trolls.
Well, one of the comments that I get, I mean, it's just one of these stupid comments. I'll do a video, say, right, I'm doing I don't know, chicken curry, let's say chicken curry with cheese with some fresh chips. Now, when I say fresh chips, well, you know what fresh chips are. Look up the word fresh. I don't mean they're potatoes I stand and peel in the morning.
Exactly.
A chippy does that. Yeah, you expect that, right? Sort of slagging me, you don't use fresh chips, you use frozen chips. No, when I say fresh, they're no lying in the chip scuttle for even 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know if any food cooked.
Yeah.
You won't
That's the
find
same
a
as
snack
us,
bar.
aye.
All snack bars cook their food. I don't have any food cooked.
Yeah.
You come to me for anything, you need to stand and wait for it.
Yeah.
Whether it's bacon, tatty scones, eggs, chicken souvlaki, chicken subs, anything.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you do that as well, people appreciate it because they know they're getting the stuff fresh, they know it's not lying there for ages. And you taste the difference in it as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's better
I
quality.
said, so I use frozen chips. By the way, so does McDonald's.
I know.
You know, so does Wagamama.
I
So does
know.
KFC.
Yeah,
so
it's
does
crazy.
Nando's. They're absolute.
It's crazy,
Honestly.
isn't it?
It's Just Eat. You're on Just Eat, so you get that's the one that's the worst for it. It's like the reviews you get, and you're going just to claim money back. We have the same customer. I swear to God, it's all the time. I'm going, why order? Then you fight with Just Eat about it. That you're talking to a robot, and why? I don't. It frustrates you, but you know, it's part and parcel of the.
Have you heard the
this is
latest
evil,
thing in
isn't it?
Just Eat? What they're doing now? People claim refunds. Food was cold. Food was hot. Or food was not hot, but food was overcooked or whatever. They've ordered maybe, I don't know, raspberry milkshake.
And they're
and
giving you
saying
money back. It's cold.
It's overcooked or it's cold or something.
I've been getting that for years. I've
Have
been
you
fighting
really?
about it.
it's
Like,
mental.
if
Yeah,
honestly,
it's crazy.
cold food.
I can test everyone.
We had
I saw that because the thing is, but then I had House of Shah, right? House of Shah in
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
I
So
know
they
it.
put a review up the other day, and somebody put up somebody's review, and I was like that. I actually had to comment on it because I usually scroll past. I thought, no, you're right. Like from the business's point of view, it's terrible. Customers come on and they were saying that you must get the refund. I'm like, no, we don't. So basically, what they were saying was they don't get the refund. The shop doesn't get the refund. So who gets the refund? So they're just holding the money.
Yeah.
But do you know how Just Eat started? I don't know if you remember. I'm
Aye.
talking about 20 years ago, whatever it was. They eventually thought this out.
2002.
They just
Roughly.
gave a phone call,
I know.
and somebody would phone you up and go, "You've got an order." You're like, what?
That's crazy.
You've got an order? What are you talking about? You're on the Just Eat platform, you've got an order. So it wasn't even like these order pads the way it is now. It was like proper.
Yeah.
Some
Phone
guys
just have
going
to put
into
it
a
through
call
yourself.
centre.
it was
something
like
like that,
that. It
and
was
they were
crazy
phoning you.
because Paul Santi used to have it in Barhead.
I mean, the
It's a necessary
idea
evil.
of it's a necessary evil, and the idea of Just Eat is excellent. I mean, you can go anywhere in the world and you can log into your Just Eat account, and you can order food at your fingertips, and it is a necessary evil, but it obviously has its bad points. And
Yeah.
that is, and I think a lot of the stuff is same with TikTok. A lot of the stuff is done by AI.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's not
well,
done by an
definitely.
actual
Yeah.
person. So if somebody goes on, claims a refund for cold food, there's nobody there to actually look at the evidence.
No.
They're just
They
going to
just
say,
say,
oh, it's
what's
cold,
the
there you
name
go,
of it?
there's your
It's
money.
a machine.
Yeah.
Items
Yeah.
missing.
Right.
And all it does is you take something out your
I
bag
know.
and that's it missing. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you prove it? It's,
Well, I've set up my own website now.
yeah, we've got
Have you got
that.
your own website?
We've had that since the beginning. We were lucky with that.
Have you?
So sorry to interrupt there, but we basically set up. We had our own website, we had our own ordering app when we first started, and during COVID, that was the only way ordering. And then we decided, what about maybe a year later, we thought we'll go into Just Eat just to kind of up it again, because obviously everyone thought you're making fortunes, but during
know.
what they forget is you had to stand in a spot during lockdown.
The amount of
So
staff we had.
You had to have
Yeah.
extra staff in because you couldn't go near them. So everything you're bringing in, you're putting out.
Yeah.
So during so we got Just Eat in, and thankfully we don't do as much in Just Eat. It's all in our app. We use Integer, which is it's amazing. It's a foolproof system and everything. It has its downfalls with everything, but we're quite lucky. Whereas East Kilbride, the shop in East Kilbride, that doesn't. That's got Just Eat's their main ordering platform, and try get them off of Just Eat. You could offer them 50% off, 6%. They'll take the 60% off, then they'll go the next time back on Just Eat.
I think the big thing is where it is as well. We're quite lucky down Les Mahigo where people know you a lot more.
Yeah.
Whereas, say, in East Kilbride, there's so much
Oh, aye.
that people just go into Just Eat and
And
scroll
there's some
to find out
all
what
the
they
time in
want.
East Kilbride.
Well, I was the first business to deliver in East Kilbride.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
we used to get deliveries.
realise
I went to Calder Glen High School.
I
We used
delivered to you.
we used to get deliveries at lunchtime back. I mean, I'm going back 15 years ago now. I was talking
I had to
to
stop it.
Melody about that last night. Actually, 'cause we used to go and stand out at the bus stop.
Oh,
I remember
yeah,
that. I
yeah.
remember like
Get our Boston Belly Busters delivered
Yeah.
to us at lunchtime. Absolutely
I
brilliant.
had to stop it because, if memory stands me, my driver had to be there for 25 past 12 and stand there to 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
In that half hour, you imagine what I'm losing.
yeah.
Not only in business, but at the counter, but business with deliveries.
Yeah.
So I just stopped it. But I delivered in fact, when I started my business, my first snack bar, it was an ice cream van and the guy had cut the cabin off, the engine bit. It
Right.
was just a wee thing.
Alright.
Paid £1,400 for it. Bought it in Cambuslang. It was
You
me
get
and
a
my
fridge
boy.
for that these days.
Me and my boy started it, and it just went mental from then on. Then I bought a bigger one, then I bought a bigger stationary one, then I bought a bigger one, and the one I've got now is I just got in
Not
April.
long ago.
It's a brand new one,
Yeah.
So
That's class.
it's a belter, isn't it?
32 footer. Yeah,
But like, so
And it doesn't look like that from outside. 'Cause I've only been a couple of times. I don't know if you remember me. We were in a few months ago.
I do. I remember.
And my
yeah.
mum was in hospital
Yeah.
and she wanted that Bovril. She never drank it, by
Yes.
the way, but
Has she
she
not?
never drank it. And she just been back in hospital last night so she's been taken back in. She's
Oh,
a nightmare. But anyway, that's beside the point. But I was like, my God, from outside, it's so it's
were
deceiving.
you in my new one?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
right,
deceiving.
okay.
I was like, wow.
Okay.
I was like, this is huge.
Yeah.
'Cause I've been in the old one,
Yeah, yeah.
but I was like, you don't see it and you don't expect it.
No, I know. It's kind of sad in a way, my retirement, because I've waited to what I've got just now. I've waited 35 years for,
Yeah.
because if
Yeah.
you build it up, it's like, and you start off small and you're painting the walls and trying to make it look good and all that. Now I've got which I think is a crackery a
Oh, it's a
unit.
unit.
It's a crackery unit, and I'm having to get up.
But you
Which
got
I
to look
don't
at
want
it.
to.
It's a legacy, in it. That's what it is. You're going to
Yeah.
hand it on to somebody else, and hopefully in another 35 years, that's going to still be there. And it'll be moved through
the name
a
should
different
still,
family and different
yeah.
generations. So
Because at one time there was, I don't know what the latest count is, but probably going back a few years, maybe there was 22 snack bars, we want to call them, 22 snack bars in East Kilbride.
Yeah.
Right?
Mental.
If you stop anybody, just walk about the street microphone and say, excuse me, can you name a snack bar? There's only one name that will come up.
Yep.
Yeah,
100%.
It's mine.
definitely.
And it's marketing. The most important thing about a business is marketing.
Big time.
And it's like, I don't know if you know this or not, but people say to me, I get asked all the time, why don't you do homemade soup? Do you know why I don't do homemade soup?
No.
Yeah, I do.
'Cause you're not
imagine
in
the
house.
time consuming.
No,
Because
You're not
everyone
in the
else
house.
does it.
no. Marketing, right? In the business, in the trade, even when I worked in hotels, it's called, I don't mean disrespect to him to be saying this, it's called a beggar man's lunch, right? Now think about this as marketing we're talking about, Barnaby. We're talking about markup and spending power.
Mhm.
Because I worked for, remember Wimpy Bars?
Yes.
You remember them?
As in Wimpy chain.
Aye.
Aye. The
I was
red and
area
white one.
manager for Scotland.
All right.
Wimpy, yeah. Back in the day.
They won't remember them.
No.
No.
There was one in M&D's, no?
No, that was a wee private one.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing, but
There's one left in the whole of
Is it up in
Kilmarnock
Dingwall?
or not?
Fraserburgh. There's one left in Fraserburgh.
Aye, that's
Yeah.
right. 'Cause they always talk about it when
It's a wee private
teams are
one.
playing Ross County.
I don't know how it operates.
right, okay.
I don't know where it gets his stuff from. But we were bought over from Burger King. And I was area manager. I controlled 18 restaurants I had, 300 and odd staff. Anyway, I bought one of their, because we're selling our Wimpy Bars off, right? Because Burger King bought them over. It was all getting rebranded. And I bought one in Bathgate. because it just happened to be going to Bathgate.
Right.
I didn't want to travel to Bathgate, but that's what was going. And I converted into a chef's kitchen, it was called. And I ran that for quite a while before I sold it. Why was I telling that story?
Soup.
Yes, soup, yeah. See, I digress there. Right, so a wee scenario. This doesn't apply to everybody, right? So I'm just going to give you an example. Gigs in, you do homemade soup. Yes, I've got homemade lentil soup. And my soup is brilliant. I'm a chef, it should be good, right? So you get soup. Do you have butter roll? Yeah, butter roll. So what's your name again?
Callum.
Aye. So Callum goes out to his van, his homemade soup. Lovely. His butter roll. What can I charge for a cup of homemade soup? Now be reasonable. For a snack bar. What can I
I would
charge?
even
£3.50.
the most, a
Yeah.
couple of quid.
And the most, they might give a doing for that, right? For £2.50. Because there's one place I passed in Hamilton, homemade soup for £1. Come on, get a life.
I know.
Right? Anyway, he's bought his homemade soup. Let's say it's £2.50 a butter roll. So £3 he spent. He's sitting there. Oh, thank you, Ron. My tummy's so full. Oh, that was really good. Why he's gave me £3?
I know.
Aye.
Right? My average spending power is £7. Right? It's like a Chinese restaurant just selling prawn crackers. They're going to make money.
I know.
No.
That's true.
So, Callum's got a snack bar. He's selling fantastic homemade soup. He's got to sell 100 homemade soups to my, 12 belly busters?
yeah,
Who's making the money?
I know. No, I know.
Marketing. Don't do homemade soup. Never will. Don't do it.
No?
Not interested.
There you
Thing
go.
is that's like a prime example of being a busy fool, isn't it? Though, when you're selling 100 plates of soup, you're still not
Yeah.
making any money, but you're a busy fool, because you're going.
That is the
That's-
exact good expression. That there's a snack bar quite near me. I don't think he's operating anymore, actually. A couple of miles up the road. So he's doing 40 dozen rolls a day. I do 10 dozen. Now, generally speaking, who do you think's making the most money? You'd probably say him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Generally
yeah,
speaking.
yeah.
Depends what he's putting in them.
That's all buttered rolls.
Yeah.
Homemade soup.
Exactly.
Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
Aye,
My
no,
tummy's full. Doesn't pay my mortgage.
The roll guy's probably done on to him thinking he's rammed.
Aye.
I know. I know.
You know what I
Spot
mean?
on. No, aye, you're
Yeah.
absolutely
And I
spot
actually
on.
told the guy, I get a lot of comments and that people messaging me how they feel that I've inspired them in some way. I don't know, take that if you like, but how one guy started set up his business down south somewhere, and he messaged me back and forward asking for advice, He's setting up this wee cafe. Forget what it's called. Anyway, he said, I'm going to do it. I said, listen, mate, don't do it. Don't. Why not? I said, well, it's different if you're a cafe and we're talking about, it's a different setup with a bowl. We can charge,
Yeah.
what, £5.50?
Yeah, charge £5.50,
bread.
£6, yeah.
Yeah, you get
exactly.
away with that. That's fine. I'm talking about a snack bar.
Yeah.
Right, don't do it. And he messaged me back a couple of months ago. Thanks, mate, for advice. Best advice you've ever gave me. Right? Because he's selling other things at £5-6, wraps and all that, and what have you, and chips with chicken curry and
Aye.
rice and that sort of thing.
It's funny you say
Each
that.
one of their own. If you want to do homemade soup, do it.
Aye, far away. But
But
Ron's quality advice would be don't do homemade
Well,
soup.
listen, I've been in the marketing. I've worked with all the big players.
Yeah.
My most recent before I started snack bar was Dunkin' Donuts.
Right. Okay.
I brought them to the UK.
Right.
I was
okay.
operations manager. I worked in Boston for 3 months. Went to university over there. I brought them over here. I opened up Argyle Street, Trongate, all the places all over the shop.
Is that where the inspiration for the Boston Belly Buster came then?
It's because I worked in Boston.
Yeah.
I had a wee dream and I just used that name. But there's other people do belly busters, right? But I know mine's is original, Boston Belly Buster. So that's why I call it a Boston Belly. And somebody else put a comment, that's a stupid comment by the way. I've got a Boston Belly Buster. I've got what else? I've got a New York steak and bacon sub. Why have you got to give it all a name? Right, here's an example why you need to give things a name. Hi there, Mr. Callum's shop. Can I have a thingy with the thingy? You know what I mean, don't you? The thingy with the thing on it.
Yeah.
You need to give things a name.
100%.
These people that make these comments don't have a brain. Do they? No, yeah.
But do you know the thing is I admire your honesty because this is me. Like, it frustrates me. I'm very big on marketing. That's I've done it at university.
thing.
It's a
Yeah,
massive thing.
I'm the
and
same.
It's we've got different names. Like we'll push the names with things. So we've got a meal deal called the Dogs. You know
Yeah,
what I mean,
I'm
right?
the same.
We'll push it, and you'll just push those wee.
The Spud Father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Spud Father, right, which is going wild just now because there's all
Yeah.
this fight between Spud Father and
And
Spud-
I've got my own
Spud-
views on
right,
spuds, but
yeah,
that's
so-
a different thing.
so all this is going
Not
on.
gonna
So
last, yeah.
we've got this. It
No,
won't
it
last.
won't last.
We done them 10 years ago, but they weren't the same as they are now. But they're a trend, and trends are massive. It's the same every day. TikTok's a trend, and one day it's this, and you want to be, you want this haircut, and it's all massive. But with the names, I'm 100% for it, and it's also uniforms. I think uniforms are massive because you go into the biggest companies in the world, they have a uniform.
Yeah.
You know what their brand is, and why in my shop would I want to push out someone else's brand?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
exactly.
you turn up and you're wearing like football tops in workplaces, drive me insane.
Yeah,
I'm like, you don't want that, regardless of what your view on what team you support. I've got no interest in who you support, but
why push their brand? Yeah,
and that's
somebody said
the thing is, it's not something that might bother you like football tops. But say you've got delivery drivers going out wearing your football tops. A lot of people are that sad.
They won't.
That driver was wearing a top for such and such. I'm not ordering for them again. Like people are that tragic.
I mean, and that's the day and age we're in, and now because of social media, which is such a great power, it's also it's horrid because it can give you so much bad press. Do you know we've had a mental weekend, right? So we've had On Yeats come out to us, which is a reviewer. She's put a filter on it, right? Okay, it looks like a filter over this food, right? Which is obviously the way she works. The food doesn't look our normal colour, I would say, right? It doesn't. Even looking at it myself, I'm going, it doesn't look great. The review's good. The review passes, but I'm not overly enamoured with the colour of the video, if truth be told. But it is what it is. So people jump onto it. So someone shared it onto the Les Mego page. People, these ones, as you say, these ones sitting up the road by themselves, scratching their backsides or whatever, they're up the road commenting. And I'm like that. No, do you know what? I'm not getting into this. Village life, very small village, Les Mego, all the shops shut down. This is why you get people that are destroying local business because they're slating local business. So anyway, we then get and that can go against you. So the whole point of my story is that you then have somebody comment about how good do you do, right, which is great. And then we had the Spud Man appear, right, come in the shop, which was just unbelievable, right? I mean, like, this guy's crazy. 4.2 million followers. 4.6. 4.6. That's went 400,000 in the last few days. Just mental, just come in to see us making baked potatoes for a couple of customers.
So I wouldn't like him to serve me in a shop. I wouldn't take food off him.
Why?
Hair's hanging all over the place, beard no covered. The glove thing I don't mind because I disagree with gloves. I'm a chef. I've never seen chefs wearing gloves. Big talking point, right? But he's got shorts on. No, I'm sorry. I don't. I disagree with it. Sorry. I'm a caterer. I disagree with it.
You obviously, you do. You take your job very seriously. You've seen the different side to catering, I suppose.
I just, why has he got all this hair hanging down? And no, sorry.
Because it's marketing. Because he's marketing. He's marketing himself.
Listen. I'm not slating him because I admire the guy for what he's done. He's done great. He's got the followers. His stuff looks really amazing, very professional. But I'm like you with the whole uniform thing. You need to wear uniforms. You need to wear a hat. My staff all wear hairnets. If they don't, they're off. They're home.
See, we have hats. We have uniforms.
Yeah, so it should be.
The only thing, I don't wear a beard. Anything on my beard. The reason being, I'm not a problem with a beard thing. You know what I mean? The shop is. I mean, the ceiling is so low that it's incredibly hot. I mean, to the point where our lights melt. Because it's that warm in the shop.
Mine's do as well.
So you replace them every so often.
So you can.
It's 42 in my thing.
What was it when you phoned up the radio about that time?
It was like 48. It was like 48 degrees. It was sitting at,
and it was like March.
In the summer, wasn't it?
No, it was March. It wasn't even into the summer.
It wasn't into the summer.
It wasn't even the summer yet. The summer.
Really?
We have people that used to actually stand out the shop. Like, oh my god, giving us tips because the heat.
Yeah.
But
as a woman who came back in the summer, she came in with a £10 note and put it in the tip jar. She said, "I don't know how you do this."
I don't realise you've got the fryers as well, which is an amazing heat off it.
So the point of the social media is like you've got this and it just can generate such a great feeling, but it can pull you right down with some nutter in the house.
Of course it can. It can destroy your business.
It can, and people can make up stories and this happened and I get this, and it encourages people. That's the bit that
but don't you find it hard? It's the attacking of the individual. Somebody attacks me. They don't know me as a person. They don't know my beliefs. They don't know my life. They don't know
what's going on in the background.
They don't know I had a heart attack 6 years ago and I was back at work within 4 weeks. They don't know that. To keep my business going.
I know.
They don't know that I shut my business for 3 months during COVID. I didn't get a penny off the government. I didn't get nothing. My staff all get paid.
Yeah.
I get nothing. And it took me a year to catch up. In fact, 2 years to catch up.
They don't see that side.
But they're attacking you as a human being.
Yeah.
And you're up all night worrying about things. You're looking at the menu. You're talking about marketing. You're talking about ideas. How's this going to work? Am I going to... tomorrow will we have a customer in here? Yeah, and I get it, like, and people don't, and that's the whole point of the podcast, is to try and let people see behind the scenes,
Yeah.
talk about the things they don't worry about. In the
Definitely.
house, this is one of my pet hates. I feel like I'm turning to my mum and dad now, right? But it's, you're in the shop, bin bags, the bin half full, they're like that. Another bin bag, like waving it about. It's like, oh, here we go. And I'm like, no, what are you doing? Running the water all day. You can charge for the water.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Break your boxes
I know.
down. Get it down the. And I'm like, I've turned it to my dad. I've
I'm
turned
the
it to my
same.
mum.
I'm the same with the boxes. That does my brain in.
I know, but
Because
it's
if I'll have
different.
been up in 3 days, I can make it last a week. Because I stamp the boxes and fold them on.
Right, then.
Yeah.
But then people don't realise that in the house you take that, obviously in the house you pay your council tax and whatever to get your bins emptied, right? But every single thing that you use or do in the shop you get charged
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
It's not the same as in a house.
No.
You can run the cold water. It's not the same. Like
It's
it's
the cheese.
yeah.
I tell you, I've seen a good thing on TikTok. I admire this guy, Boss Pizza.
Oh yeah, the guy
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Hamilton. Yeah.
Yeah, I admire him. He's a good businessman. He's going to overtake Domino's for the next 2 years. Anyway, he got a pizza and he was talking. If you've seen his video, I watched some of his stuff.
Was that the stuff about how much money he made
Yes,
from a pizza?
and what comes out amazing. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
And it breaks it all down.
I really like how
People
open and
wouldn't
honest he is,
believe.
but
People don't believe that.
Yeah.
It's like I get slated. I'm a fiver for a belly buster, right? Which is a roll. Sorry, you probably know this. You've ate a few, haven't you?
More than a few.
Sorry about that.
Thank God I'm not into you.
So you've got a roll with a square long
Yep.
butcher sausage. Square long butcher sausage with a 2 ounce. I'm going to call it a patty. Can't use the word burgers anymore. It's a patty. McDonald's use it. A 2 ounce patty burger. I've got a bit of bacon on it. What kind of bacon is it?
lean bacon.
No, it's lean bacon. Right? A bit of bacon on it. I've got a tatty scone, homemade tatty scones, by the way. I don't make them, but my guy I deal with makes them
Right.
homemade. As opposed to your factory McGee's. So, and a fried egg on top. So it's a fiver. Right?
That's
That's
good
some
value.
phenomenal value
That's
for money.
ridiculous for a fiver. It's not a fiver. It's £4. Where does the other pound go?
The VAT man.
That.
Is that man? So you £4 left. And I do this sometimes. I don't know why I do it actually. The £4, take off your corporation tax, your income tax, your PAYE, take off your wages, electricity, take off your maintenance costs. I can go on.
Insurance.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Business insurance, public liability insurance. Yeah, what you left with.
Nothing.
You know,
Absolutely
I think
not.
you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I
know.
mean?
And you look at a lot of the stuff
But
as
I need to
well.
go and check my Ferrari. It's downstairs.
Next to my Porsche.
Aye. But this is it. It's a learning. I think it's great that what you're doing with the podcast and trying to educate people. And I think some are going to be educated.
I hope so. That's the that
But
is
there's
the
some
end
that are
goal.
not. It doesn't
No,
matter
they
what you
no.
do.
Nah.
You can take a horse to water, you can't make them drink it, or you can take a horse to fry and can't make them cook it. Eat
The only
eat
ones that
battered
understand are people who are in the catering business. I don't even need to talk to you about VAT.
I know.
I don't even need to talk to you about food costs because you know as much as I do. They know nothing.
But the problem is, I see
You know?
some people that are in the industry as well. They still don't get it. They don't believe you. You're like that. Some of them get jealous. Italians are really bad for it. It's, they're doing that, so they won't support you. And you're going, but we're all in this together. You know, like
Really?
every takeaway industry, everyone that's in this
They should
is
be
doing it
supporting
together.
each other. No,
You know,
definitely.
100%.
Help yourself. During lockdown, again, we supported so many local
Yeah.
businesses. We were like, we got in their cakes, we got in their cupcakes, we got in different products. We tried to support as many people that are small businesses.
kind of small
you
people
could.
that started doing stuff
And,
through
and, you're
COVID.
like, and you're like that. This is the whole point. We're a community. We help each other. Any ideas? Part of a Scottish Town Golf Club, there's 40 golfers that turn up. They will not tell each other who they buy their fish from, or they won't tell each other who they buy their, or they might tell them, but they won't. They're scared to buy from the same place in case
Yeah.
they find it at the same price. You're like,
Yeah.
what?
Why?
I'm
I
like,
know.
you should be like
Should be working as a unit and
Yeah.
saying that everyone, if we go here, work together, we can get maybe a better price
Yeah.
on something.
big time. And the
Or-
thing is,
It's old-fashioned cooperative idea.
yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's free. And even like Nad, who's one of our suppliers, he's great for it. He'll give you an idea. Well, look, I'm getting that for that price, and you help each other. Oh, well, I'm getting that, and that's how it works. And you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But it doesn't need to be that way.
Yeah.
It can be very much as simple things as liking a post, sharing a post. Try that. Oh, by the way, I'm getting that from that. That deal's coming up. You're not trying to take money out of anyone else's pocket. You try and make
No.
a living yourself, but you also have to understand every other business owner has got a family.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's
this
a
is
hard game. I've been in it, as I say, coming up 60 years. I've worked in
Frightening.
hotels. I've ran restaurants. I've owned a restaurant. I was one of the first, I think nowadays they call them wedding planners. I did that when I was 20 years of age. I lived up by a tenement in Cathcart Road in Govan Hill, carrying all the crockery all up and down the stairs. It was a nightmare. My wife was a waitress. I was doing all the cooking, all that, you know. And it was called Ron's Catering Services. I did weddings, so you came to me. I made the wedding cake because I do wedding cakes. Or I did. I made the wedding cake. I did the catering. I gave you the photographer. Got you the band. I did the whole package. Wow. That was 1972. I did all that. Back then.
Before it
In
became
fact,
a thing.
I was looking through, I wish I'd have brought them with me actually. I was looking through, I've got all my old menus, even the snack bar menus, which are pretty amateur. Obviously, you know, you're doing them in you're like this, you know, try to type them in a typewriter, then try to keep photocopying all this. And I found some in my menus, and I found one in my wedding menus, right? And here's the one for you. So I think the date on it was 1970. This menu, I've got them all, but this one I found. I don't know one going back to 1972. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't know how to print back then. I don't know. Anyway, this was 1976. This menu, and it was a fruit juice. Forget the soup, lentil soup, say homemade soup, steak pie, potatoes, 2 veg, a Scotch trifle or apple pie and fresh cream, and tea or coffee. Okay. How much ahead? You first. Much ahead per person.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. I don't even. I'm just gonna go £6.
Much ahead.
40p.
Much ahead. It's not bad actually.
I was going to say £4.50.
£1.25. My dearest menu.
I was going to say a pound originally.
My dearest menu was fillet steak at £3.50 ahead.
Oh.
That's crazy.
I know.
What did you pay for? What did you pay ahead for your wedding?
I don't
recently,
want to talk about
Where did you get married?
The Lockside down in Cumnock.
Oh.
Been there, stayed,
Yeah.
lovely.
That's
Nice
beautiful.
place.
We
Nice
were in
place.
Crossbasket. I did my first review, Crossbasket.
Yeah.
Getting it edited. You heard the Crossbasket?
Aye, my wife,
just-
my wife, she talks about
Is
it.
that the one just now for you?
Just at Banter off
Yeah.
the
But they
expressway.
built a new bit
Aye,
across the
Yeah,
Derry.
it's supposed to be stunning.
It's maybe this
Amazing.
world.
Say,
I went there for like in a pre-retirement with some of the family,
Nice.
right?
say Michelle Roux, isn't it?
Aye,
The
Eh,
restaurant.
the prices. But, you know, it was worth it. I know the prices.
I think
were-
you find that as well, but a lot of people, we say this all the time, I would personally rather pay a bit more for better quality.
Yeah, well, I've got a saying, buy cheap, buy twice. You know?
aye.
Yeah, Enrico's big on
But
that.
a shot, one shot, how much for a shot?
Oh,
This special stuff, I don't know what it was.
£9 or something like that.
I don't know, after the prices we paid at Turnberry at Fraser for the day
Yeah,
before Fraser, I'm
£12.50.
going to go,
£80.
What?
no!
Yeah,
I was going to say £15.
£80. A bottle of I think it was Bollinger, the champagne. It was 1400.
Well,
Eh,
I was down at Turnberry when you mentioned Turnberry. I was down there. Was it last year at Melody's birthday? We went down for an overnight, and I was looking at the whiskey menu. So for a 50ml measure, they had one on the menu at £3,000.
Yeah,
for
How many did
like
you
a
buy?
double.
I
Just
believe
the
it.
four.
Just the
Just
four.
the
Crazy,
You can't
I
handle
believe it.
4.
Yeah,
The one
you be
that's
going.
why I stopped.
I mean, the prices, but the food wasn't obviously overly expensive. In fact, it's very good value. It's
Good
one of the
value
best
for money.
meals I've had,
Really?
and I'm very, very fussy.
See, you're talking about your reviews, Ron. Is that
So you
your-
need to explain what's happening here because we spoke about it.
No, but Ron just mentioned that he
but-
started it for his first review. That was his first one that's been edited. So
It's not. It's in the process of.
Why is
right.
it happening?
It's
That's
in the. Yeah.
we
it's
need
in
to, so basically, like, Ron's got big news for everyone. That's what it was. That's it.
all right, okay, right. Enrico's going to take over that bit then.
I know what, but I'm just going
I think that's what he was angling at. To be fair, he just hadn't quite.
Aye.
got it out yet.
I was just
was
getting
building
out
up
there
to
just to say.
Oh, then we can go back to
I'm just saying that Ron
just cut that
mentioned.
out.
Ron mentioned that he's
Yeah.
just edited his first video for. Was it Go Ron's reviews?
I'm in a process of. Yeah. So my last day at Ron's Quality Snacks after 34 years, 6 months, and 2 weeks is on Saturday.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
2 days from now. So not only am I giving up 35 years in Ron's Quality Snacks, it's 60 years of my working life. I started off as a young commie chef at 15 years of age. And I worked my way through. I was in management by the time I was in my early 20s, senior management by the time before I was even 30. And I've just kind of worked my way up. Then when I get made redundant, I was 39 years of age. Yeah, 39 years made redundant for Dunkin' Donuts, right? Because they couldn't get the funding and all that. And it's a big, long story. And I started up the snack bar, which was July the 1st, 1991. I started a snack bar. And much did I take my first day?
120 quid.
20 quid.
It's not bad, actually.
150.
What?
150.
£80. That was a lot of money. That was a lot of money.
Wow.
Can you remember the hourly rate back then was, I think it was £3 an hour.
And do you, after that first day, do you think that's it? I'm sorted here. I've got it cushy.
Well, I knew it was going to work. I could just tell. I spent a lot of time marketing. I didn't just open a snack bar.
Aye,
I did research for about 2 months. I sat in my car on the Green Hills Road and counted all the cars passing. You know, counted all the vans passing, counted all the traffic, the footfall. I did that and spent a lot of time and went round the factories. Bought my first mobile phone. Wife and I had a big argument about this, by the way. You're not spending £600 in one of these plastic square brick things. I said, but it's like a radio. It's like a walkie-talkie. Because I was one of the first to get one in East Kilbride.
Right.
Yeah, £600 it cost me.
Jeez.
That was a lot of money. That was like
Aye.
6 weeks' wages,
Aye.
maybe even 2 months' wages. And I wasn't earning. I was trying to pay back the money I'd borrowed to do everything, set the business up. And but the beauty of it was I wasn't paying for the calls. I wasn't using it to make phone calls. They were phoning me for deliveries.
Of course, aye.
They were paying £1 a minute. But when the boss finds out in the factory, he's not happy, you know. So I was putting leaflets around, you know, a phone. In fact, I found the menu for it. The number was 0831 257 013. I can still remember that. That was the number of that mobile phone.
Because they never used to have sevens. The seven came out later on.
That's right.
So you see 07, 7
That's right.
That's right.
0813 257 013. After 35 years, I can remember that.
So obviously, I mean, after 35 years, you're giving it up, and it must be quite. Are you scared? Are you excited? Are you buzzing to finally have a bit of time to yourself? Or
No, I'm scared, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it up.
No.
I'm forced. I've got arthritis in my hands. And if any of you have ever had experience with arthritis, or maybe your parents, or it's a horrendous thing.
Aye.
You know, you hold your toes and you drop them, and the pains are just now. The pains there all the time.
Always there.
So I thought about it, and I thought, no, I'm going to be 75 soon. Maybe now's the time to, you know,
Wind down a bit and then just enjoy yourself.
hang
with
up
it.
my wallpaper scraper.
So
wallpaper
is your
scraper.
son involved in the business? Does he work?
He's going to manage the Neurons Quality Snacks. Gillis, he's been in it since I started,
Right, okay.
30 odd years. He had a gap for a few years because he was away abroad. But he's going to manage it. All the staff are all staying.
So it's getting left in very capable hands. Then that's
Yeah,
the legacy
it is.
of Ron's
The new
Quality
owner,
Snacks was
the new
still.
owner is very, very fortunate
Yeah,
to get. It's a turnkey business.
of course. Yeah.
She doesn't need to do anything. This individual, everything's all set up. You know, the stock's here, the staff are there. Nothing will change. Customers will come in. Probably not even miss me. You know, they'll just come in.
No, I don't.
Not at
Do
all.
you know
don't
what's
doubt
funny?
that for a
We
second.
just jumped into what's that place down there called
Coffee Jam.
Coffee Jam, just down the road.
All
And we
right,
were saying,
okay.
they were asking, so what you doing? So we explained we're going up to record the podcast, blah, 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 blah. I said, Ron from Ron Quality Snacks coming on. And she was like, oh my God, I love him now. This is Renfrew.
I know.
So this is some shit I just love. She went, I don't even look at the food. I just love him. So
Really?
I think, I think
Listen,
it's...
I was. Tell you stories. We went on a cruise a couple of years ago, 2 years ago. Was it 3 years ago? 2 years ago, on this cruise, middle Atlantic. Can't remember where I was going. I don't know if you've ever been on a cruise, but the restaurants are massive.
Huge.
You know,
aye.
yeah.
can tell you a
This
story
ship
about
was
cruise.
5,000 passengers. You know, they've got 15 restaurants. So we're sitting in this restaurant, big. There's 600-700 people. Wife and I are sitting eating and sitting, and you can see somebody looking over at me. And you can kind of tell.
Aye,
You
feel
know,
them.
she's kind of looking at me, and I'm just going to eat my. Next minute, tap me on the shoulder. She goes, I'm really sorry to bother you. She apologised to my wife, said, listen, I'm really sorry. She said, are you Ron for Ron's Quality Snacks? I said, I got stopped in Lanzarote last year as well,
No way,
walking
really.
along the.
Thousands of miles away.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
It's-
isn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't understand it, really. Somebody says it's my voice. My voice is very recognisable.
I
I
would,
don't know.
I
I
would
just
say
think
so.
I think you've also got good chat. I mean, that's a good thing.
I
Like,
think
think so.
yeah,
I don't
aye.
realise.
You
My
do.
kids will disagree with you,
But do you know
it.
what though as well, without being like you've touched on it saying that you're older, right? I think
Yeah.
you're relatable, especially
Yeah.
the younger ones, because
so?
you're
Yeah.
relatable in the sense of like it could be my granddad, it could be my like, and I think it's relatable.
But also, you don't. It's like, what's the best way to say? You've got, I get the relatable side. You've got the the older person kind of, I don't give a hell what I'm saying about anybody, right?
Aye.
I'm getting older. I'll say what I want, but also you're being real. You know, you're being real,
Yeah.
and you can relate to it. I get that. It's like my mum. My mum's she's old school proper.
Battle
She'll
axe.
say it. Aye, she's she's old battle axe. That's the way she's always been. Hard
Yeah,
as nails
yeah,
for the
yeah.
cow, and that's her. She's like, she'll say something, you're like that. At the end, it's a bit. You're saying it in a way that you can laugh with as well. You
Yeah.
know, whereas my mum, you're like, oh no,
Yeah,
say that. You can't get me with that one.
Yeah.
But no,
I think you back yourself well as well, though.
Yeah.
Like you, as you say, like everyone gets it. We all get trolls and stuff, and you'll get people that will berate your business and the stuff that you do. But you know that you're using the best quality ingredients and you're doing a good job, and you back yourself. And I think you stick to that, and I think that also helps you.
So I think people would sometimes get their backs up a bit more and take more offence if they
Yeah.
knew themselves, oh, I'm cutting a corner here, I'm doing this. And
Yeah.
then it's like, you're almost like you're getting caught out.
It's like the
Whereas if you
homemade
know
soup
that
thing, like
everything-
you get, if you get a bit of abuse for not selling homemade soup,
Yeah.
a lot of people would go, right, well, we'll do homemade soup, we'll just add it to the
Aye.
menu.
Yeah.
Whereas you're like that, I'm not
No.
doing homemade soup,
Yeah.
and that's
Here's
it.
why. Yeah.
Simple as that.
I think the thing is people, again, not knowing you as an individual. And one of the other things, I'm not slating any other snack bars, but probably the majority of snack bars, in fact, I'd go as far as even saying, maybe I'm bragging, but I'm probably the only chef that owns a snack bar in East Kilbride.
Yeah,
Mhm.
The rest are plumbers, taxi drivers. Oh, let's get a wee go. You know.
the dabble.
Dabble with it, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can cook.
Aye.
I
Aye.
can do your Chateaubriands, I can do your whatever, you know. Because I'm in a snack bar doesn't mean to say you need to attack me as a.
And then
No, there's
it's-
nothing wrong
yeah.
with not knowing. A lot of people, very successful snack bars, by the way, that aren't maybe as qualified as I am. But it doesn't mean to say that they're numpties or I'm a numpty.
I know.
Does it
Aye,
really?
so
no, exactly, not at all.
Do you know
No,
what my
not
thing
at
as
all.
well is? I just back to just off it just quickly. If I didn't like something, I wouldn't go and slate them. I would just not go back.
Yeah, exactly.
Or else I would say to the person like that happened,
Yes,
and you at least have got a chance to fix it.
you've got
Would you?
yeah. I would do the same, definitely. If I go to a restaurant and there's something wrong with the meal or the service, I'll take the waiter away very quietly and respectfully and say, listen, there's a problem. I mean, I'll even go and speak to the chef if you want me to go and speak to him. That's what I do.
Yeah.
But I think
You know what I mean?
I would respect that. See, rather than going around slagging it. Now, everything,
Yeah.
as you say, you touched on it
Okay,
earlier
we
on.
slagged all the time.
You get heated because it's yourself as a personal attack.
Yeah.
But when you whittle it down, you go, do you know what? We're not perfect. We're human. We're going to make
Yeah.
mistakes, and I can learn from it. Every day is a school day, and
Exactly.
you want to learn. But somebody going slagging you, giving you no chance to fix it, drives you insane.
It's just so frustrating when you get stuff like that. It's like you say, it's not the way you would treat anyone.
No,
you know,
and
you would always have
Yeah.
the decency to go.
Do unto others, they'll do
have a
unto you. It's a
conversation
Bible
with them.
proverb.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do
Yeah.
unto others as they do unto you. Treat people with respect, they'll give you respect. And that goes with your staff as well, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I treat my staff with respect. I couldn't be, there's no an I in team, is there?
No.
TEAM. I couldn't do it with them. Do you know my staff can do every station in my snack bar? I've got 120 things on my menu. Every one of them can do it. And they can all answer the phone. They can all work the machines. They can all do the griddle. They can all do the move them round.
Yeah.
Training, move them round. You know.
Yeah, that's massive. That's
What
a
were you
big
going to
thing.
say? You going to say something?
I was going to say something.
I interrupted you. I know.
No,
You forget your thought, don't you? I'm the
I just
same.
completely.
I
I've lost
forget.
it.
Yeah.
I think what I was going to say was, so obviously, then you've then touched on that now you're going to do this Ron's reviews.
Going to do Ron's reviews. Yes.
Is that
Soon.
obviously because we're talking about people being trolling and not giving you a chance to fix things and maybe not being hateful? Do you looking to change the way that the people do reviews? Are you looking to make an impact in that, if you will? If you don't like something for somewhere,
I'm going
you
to be
speak them.
honest.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest. But the thing I've noticed with some reviewers, not all, but some reviewers, that they'll go in and review and they'll review the food. They'll taste the food. And they might even mention the price. I don't know. The taste of food, etc. I'm going from a different slant. To me, the most important thing is the service, then the food, then the cost, right? Because you can get the most beautiful meal, right? Even take your Turnberry. Where did you get married again? You told me.
Lockside.
Lockside. Okay, I've been to Lockside a couple of times, right? You get into Lockside and the waiter's going, hi, what do you want? Well, I quite fancy. No, I need that left. Check the menu. Right, okay then. And they bring the menu, order the food, and the food's amazing. You're going to be impressed.
No, you're still going to be spoiled.
sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
aren't
We're
you?
missing the point.
Yep.
It's service, right? Every customer comes into my snack bar. Yes, sir. Sir is a
Yeah,
word.
that's the same as us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
What would you like,
100%.
sir?
It's same as us.
That's-
Right? If I know your name, like you come in, oh, Callum, how you doing, Callum? Because I've got a lot of regulars. if they don't know the person's name, they call them sir. You don't get that in any places now. Apart
No,
from
it's-
your own,
we do.
etc.
My
It's one
wife,
thing that your mum drilled into me at the
Yep.
start when I started in the Manhattan, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Everyone was a sir.
Yeah.
Everyone, and people used to joke about it. Like some people would just kind of go along and say. Then some people would come in and say, "Oh, have I got a knighthood now?" As soon as I walk through
Exactly.
the door,
That's what they
your,
say.
Yeah.
Your mum always said,
Yeah.
"Do you get a knighthood as soon as you walk through that
Yeah.
door?"
Aye.
That's what they say.
Said,
Yeah.
So
My wife started in the pharmacy when she was 15 years of age. That's 56 years ago. Sorry, Ellen. Still young in my heart. She started in Boots the Chemist in the pharmacy. If you didn't call a customer sir, you were out.
yeah,
No, this 3 in the mornings or this rubbish.
I
You're
know.
out.
Out the door.
You know,
Aye.
it's treating people with respect.
That's it.
That's why I get customers coming back.
and it's a big
You
thing
know
as
what I
well because as a customer walking into somewhere, and someone straight away giving you a bit of attention, talking
Yeah.
to you,
Yeah.
you walk into some places and people are sitting on their phones,
No eye
staff
contact.
behind the
Yeah.
counter.
Yeah.
that's
Or
the new younger
know it
generation.
is.
Like they don't,
I
they
know.
won't speak. Like it's always a bye, have a nice day.
Yeah.
How you do? It's Christmas time. It's
I
always
know.
have a nice
Aye,
Christmas.
aye.
If I don't see you, have a nice
Are you
Christmas.
all set for
I'm not
Christmas?
doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Just have a bit of chat.
Yeah.
Because some people, when they come in the shop, they don't have anything else to go back to.
Yeah.
So you don't
Yeah.
know what's going on in their
Exactly.
day. You
Exactly.
come in, and likewise, I know they can
Yeah.
get a wee bit upset, but you try and be nice. And I like when I go in somewhere and you talk about service, it drives me insane that if something you can't be perfect, but see if the food's not right or something isn't right, you can get away with the service. Could you go, well, they were really good about it. They handled
Yeah.
it well.
Exactly.
And it's
Exactly.
and I like that. It's
Yeah.
see the reviewers as well.
Again,
a lot of
no,
reviewers are good, but it's all about them in the review. That's the
know.
thing. It's about it's not about the place.
No.
It's about how they sell the place to you. I think that
No.
Ron's go reviews.
Go Ron's reviews.
Go Ron's reviews. will
What
be
I
good.
intend doing is I'm going to give you 3 scores out of 10, so out of 30. Okay, so the first one's service. Score you, I don't know, say it was 7 out of 10, and the food is 9 out of 10, and the price is maybe 10 out of 10. Just add it all up, and that's the score out of
That's it,
30.
eh?
I'm going to be honest. If the food's 10 out of 10, I'll say 10 out of 10. If the service is 1 out of 10, I'm going to say 1 out of 10.
I love that.
Aye.
I
I think
actually
I
love
think
that.
I think that's I think a lot of food reviewers, not all of them obviously, but a lot of them go wrong with that these days because
I do.
It's purely just for the
sincerely.
content
I'm not
and
slagging
it's
them, by
not-
the way.
No, no, not
I'm
at
just
all,
saying
not at
that's
all.
my take on it.
yeah, not at all.
Because I'm a big believer in service.
100%.
Particularly when it comes to, I mean, we went to Crosspath. The service was amazing.
Yeah,
Seriously, the way they greeted, the way he spoke to you. It was amazing.
yeah.
It really was.
And that's what leaves the impression on you. 'Cause
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you come out of the way and
Yeah.
you feel like royalty.
And the fact that they all recognised me as well, didn't they?
Aye, that's always a
didn't
good thing for sure.
I don't know if they're doing it because of that, but anyway, no, it was good. It was amazing.
No,
Yeah.
so I think it'd be quite exciting to see how that goes.
I'm excited to see how it goes as well.
If you're
it
hearing
does go.
Les Mahego, we'll be like, right, get the grade A team on there.
the
and
red carpet.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I want to ask you guys this question. Right. Should I announce before I do a review or just go in? I don't mean disguise, but just go in and. you
Well,
know.
we've had it both sides of this game
Have
where
you?
somebody's phoned and said, "Listen, can I come in and review you?" Right, which is
Okay.
and then you get people that just turn up. Either way, I think you're at the panic station, you're like, "Ugh," and you start
Aye.
overthinking it.
I would,
I would-
if I were you, I would just be going in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I
The way
think
you're
just
going
go
to do
for
it,
it.
I think
definitely.
you're going
'Cause
to get
an
the most
honest review then.
authentic. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're going to get the
authentic.
most
You think
authentic.
so?
I think
Whereas
so.
if you go in, give them a heads up, say you're coming down. I mean, you're going to get good service there. If you don't get good service there, when you've told them you're coming and they're reviewing you, then there's a serious problem.
There's a
there.
big problem.
that's
You know,
true. aye.
so
No,
whereas
authentic,
if you
I
just
think-
go in, that's the only way to truly judge
You've got a point. No.
a place and
Because
stuff.
we've had that where people have turned up and you're like that. Oh my god! Like you're properly the shock as well. It's like
The
they
Ribs
just
rev-
catch
It
out.
was the Ribs review guys when
That's
the
right,
Fraser
yeah,
and I
when
were
we
in,
were
and I
in.
saw the two of them sitting, and I'm going, I recognise him.
Me too. Couldn't be me
I
as well.
recognise him, and then I thought, and then there was a light bulb moment, and I was like, that's who it is. I was like, right, leave this order to me, I'll get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think but then the thing with you is you've obviously got the face everyone's going to know. A lot of people in this industry are going to know who you are. As soon as you walk in, they're going to be like that. And especially once it starts going and takes off, they'll be, as soon as they see you,
Is that beard real?
it is.
Because I could have borrowed that. And
I was going to say, I would definitely love to see you going into places in a disguise.
Disguise would be
Disguise
that
would
would
be
be
weak.
super.
That'd
Like
be
undercover
brilliant.
Ron,
Yeah.
undercover boss, like
have you not
undercover
watched
Ron.
my videos with Don?
Yeah,
Don,
Don,
yeah.
there you go.
And John Don?
Yeah,
That's
Yep.
my uncle, by the way, John Don. Don is paying a visit, seemingly.
right.
I've been told. Right.
Okay.
Before
think-
I retire on Saturday, he is paying a visit.
There you go.
Don would be good.
Somebody kind of said, let me know that he was
I think that could
I
be
can't
good,
wait
to
to
be
see
fair.
him. Actually, I'm not seeing him for months. He's
I think you can maybe find the perfect balance between yourself and Don going and doing a couple of reviews. I
Yeah,
think
definitely.
that could work. I think people would like to see
I get
that
a
as
lot
well.
of good views. That actually,
Yeah,
I got 500,000. I think
really
for that one.
Amazing.
Yeah.
crazy.
I know.
I think I speak on behalf of us all when I say that we could sit here all day and talk
Yep.
because your stories are brilliant, Ron.
Aye,
and
great.
you are a true inspiration. I know
No, I
you
enjoyed it.
joked about
It
it,
was
but you're an inspiration to people that are really take their job seriously but also have a bit of fun, which is something we're big on. Obviously the job comes first and making sure the quality of the products and the quality of the service
Definitely.
is top point, but you also need to have a laugh.
Of
So
course you
I
do.
would say that you're an inspiration and
Agreed.
to people on that side of the counter.
Refreshing,
Thank
actually.
you. No, I
We-
appreciate
we
that.
really appreciate you coming on and spending a bit of
Appreciate
time
it.
with
No,
us.
I've
and
enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
very excited
Yeah.
to see how your reviews go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And make sure you send Don up to Les Mahigo to
I
hop
will,
in and say
yeah.
hello.
And
So
enjoy
the
your
question I've got
retirement.
for you is, what's the matter with you?
There's a lot about it.
There's a lot of batter here, as you can probably tell. There's a lot of batter.
Anyway, you know the rap that I do.
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
Yes, can we hear it again?
The name's in the game, it's rapping Ron, and this ain't no joke, this ain't no con. I'm tapping, I'm rapping, I'm making it happen. If you're napping, you can't be clapping. If you're hanging, come down to Ron's, because my food is
Banging.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
There we
Ron,
go.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much
very
for
much.
joining
Thank
us
you
in
very
the
much.
Been a
studio.
pleasure.
All the
Thank
best
you.
and enjoy your retirement.
Thanks very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Ron.